Good evening, sports enthusiasts. I'm Jessica Kiko, and welcome to ATG Sports Plus, your premier destination for all the competitive thrills and spills in Second Life.
That's right, Jessica. I'm Zach Haiku, and alongside the wonderful Jessica Kiko, we're here to bring you the latest and greatest from the world of virtual sports.
We've got a jam-packed show for you tonight, starting off with adrenaline-fueled karting action. Eli Bennett has just crossed the finish line to claim the Fullerton RX Cup at the Grind. What a race!
Then we'll be taking a swing into the brand new DISCGOLF Plus inaugural tournament launching on March 19th. It's time to disc over who will be the first to conquer the course.
And of course, we can't forget the sheer stamina on display at the Paris race, where Marthazar Cygnus raced ahead, pedaling to a spectacular victory.
All this and more right here on ATG Sports Plus. Let's get started. Let's dive into the action from the Spirit Racing League, starting with the Whiskey 500. Kathleen Spitfire emerged victorious, leaving Rachel Grace and Becky Acker in her wake for second and third place, respectively.
And the drama didn't stop there. Rachel Grace kicked off from the pole position, while Romeo Highwater snagged the fastest lap. It's races like these that keep the standings tight.
Speaking of standings, in the SRL Indy Pro overall for Season 15, Taylor Arallo is leading the championship with 299 points. Kathleen Spitfire is hot on his heels, and Morticia Velota is holding strong in third.
Then we shifted gears to the super trucks at Guapardo. Gypsy Karma took the lead in race 1, followed by Morticia Velota and Rachel Grace 0925. That fastest lap by Gypsy Karma was something else.
Absolutely, Jessica. And in race 2, Morticia Velota claimed the top spot with Matazar Cygnus and Gypsy Karma rounding out the podium. The competition is fierce this season.
Next week is packed with excitement, too. The series heads to Two Pines for the SRL Pine 400. Fans are in for a treat with a lineup that includes SRL MD and SRL Super Trucks events.
And we can't forget about SRL 30 Thursday with the Dirt Late models. It's going to be a week full of adrenaline-pumping action across different tracks and disciplines. Racing fans, you won't want to miss it.
Welcome to another round of kart racing excitement. The Grind has just wrapped up 2 electrifying heats. In Heat 1, Eli Benton raced past the competition to finish first, with Valky Skylaker just over a second and a half behind for second place, and Morticia Velota completing the podium.
No less thrilling, Jessica, Hit 2 saw Luke Carmona speed into first place, while Astria Evergarden trailed by nearly 10 seconds for second, and Emmy Blueberry closed in for third, just over a second behind Astria.
The racers really gave it their all in the pre-final, where Little Bear clawed to the top of the standings, leaving Kenny Tamara and Reagan Van White to settle for second and third, respectively.
And let's not forget the final, where Eli Bennett doubled down on his Heat 1 victory to claim the Fullerton RX Cup. Little Bear again took a commendable second, and Luke Carmona right on their tail for third. Eli Bennett also clocked the best lap time, making it a clean sweep.
Karting fans, mark your calendars. The next event is the Fullerton KZ1 Cup weekend on March 31st, 2024. Expect more heat pounding, race action, skillful driving, and maybe a few surprises along the way.
That's right, Jessica. The karting circuit never disappoints, and we can't wait to bring you all the highlights from the Fullerton KZ1 Cup. Stay tuned. This Saturday, March 23rd, marks a standout event in the Second Life Equestrian calendar, Jessica.
That's right, Zach. From 1 to 3 p.m., the tour competition is set to showcase an array of Western events. We're talking showmanship, Western dressage, and trail competitions.
Oh, absolutely, Jessica. Competitors have been gearing up for this, and pre-registration was required, highlighting the event's exclusivity and competitive edge.
And let's not forget, while competitors take to the center stage, the event is open to everyone to watch. It's a fantastic opportunity for the community to come together and enjoy the spectacle.
Indeed, Jessica, those interested should grab the landmark for tour equestrians. It promises to be an engaging afternoon filled with top-tier equestrian skills on display. Welcome back to the Fishing Game Competition Roundup. We've got some exciting updates for the NO Fishing Game competitions this week. First up, the total weights for the outgoing competitions. Barracuda is leading with a whopping 163.52 pounds, followed by Gimli FC at 24 pounds, and Sunday at the Village with 115.03 pounds. All competitions are still open for those looking to cast their line.
That's right, Zach. And in the top running total, Steven Sahara is currently leading the pack with an impressive 197.44 pounds total weight. Sonia 92 resident isn't far behind at 157.19 pounds. And Lottie 2204 resident rounds out the top three with 139.6 pounds. The competition is heating up.
Speaking of heating up, let's talk about the NO Whopper Challenge. Scarlet Ruby resident reeled in a massive 47.93 pounds halibut at Devil's Cry, claiming the top spot. Sony 92 resident snagged a 42.2 pounds barracuda at Lusitania for second place, and GJ LDY Hell Adored caught a 40.56 pounds salmon at Unique Falls, finishing third. What a catch day it's been.
Absolutely, Zach. And in the stringer competition, Sonia 92 resident takes the lead again with a total number on the stringer of 4.99, closely followed by Bay May resident with 4.97. It's a tight race there.
Let's not forget the weekly featured species tournament, focusing on barracuda this week. Sonia 92 resident tops the chart again with a 42.2 pounds catch, followed by Steven Sahara with 29.76 pounds, and Katja Van resident brings in 19.35 pounds for third. It's all about strategy in this game.
Indeed, Zach. With these competitions wide open and the leaderboard changing, it's anyone's game. Remember, these competitions are subject to the hosting party's rules, so make sure to stay updated and keep those lines tight.
That's it for now, folks. Whether you're in it for the Whopper or stringing along, there's plenty of action in the NO Fishing Game competitions. Stay tuned for more updates. Hey there, sports fans. Get ready for the Disc Golf Plus inaugural spring tournament. It's all happening from March 19th at noon Second Life time to March 26th at 6 a.m. Second Life time. This is the first of its kind for Disc Golf Plus enthusiasts, and it's shaping up to be a spectacular week of disc golf action.
That's right, Zach. The tournament will be held in the stunning digital frontier, a perfect backdrop for some disc golf competition. And let's talk about the prizes. 2,000 lindens for first place, 1,000 lindens for second place, and 500 lindens for third place. Not to mention, the first place winner also gets a custom mesh trophy. How exciting is that?
Absolutely thrilling, Jessica. Plus, every participant who submits a score gets an exclusive spring tourney disc for future rounds. It's a fantastic way for everyone to walk away with something special from the tournament.
Players will be aiming for the best round on a 9-hole course. And the beauty of it, Zach, is that they can play as many times as they want throughout the week. The scoreboard will capture only their best score, so it's all about improving your game as the week progresses.
Definitely, Jessica. Participants will need the Disc Golf Plus game system and must wear the Disc Golf Plus group tag to play. Everything needed is available at the tournament location and also on the marketplace for those looking to get set up early.
It's a perfect opportunity for disc golf lovers to showcase their skills, meet fellow enthusiasts, and maybe even snag those bragging rights along with some cool prizes. The Disc Golf Plus inaugural spring tournament is not to be missed.
So, mark your calendars, folks. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, this tournament promises a week filled with fun, competition, and the spirit of disc golf. Can't wait to see who comes out on top.
Wrestling fans, get ready for a slam-packed week ahead in Second Life Wrestling. Kicking off Sunday at Taquita Bay, OEW Ascension starts the action at 10 a.m. Second Life time.
That's not all for Sunday. Rise will shake the Rise Arena at 2 p.m., followed by VWE Sunday Night Endurance at the Capital City Arena at 3 p.m. And the excitement continues with Honor Pro Wrestling Oblivion at Percade at 5 p.m. and UFW Frontline closing the night at Furzona at 7 p.m.
Monday brings the heat with Premier Wrestling Attitude at the Lionheart Arena at 1 p.m. UFW Unbroken at Furzona at 5 p.m., and the fierce competition of FWF Blood at Studio FWF at 7 p.m.
Tuesday's takedowns begin at PCW's Battle Zone at Blackburn Theater at 3 p.m., followed by a swift tag to Honor Pro Wrestling Infinity at Percade at 2 p.m.
Midweek mayhem ensues with Rise once again at Rise Arena Wednesday at 1 p.m. Second Life time.
Then, charging into Friday, Premier Wrestling Overload dominates at Lionheart Arena at 1 p.m. DCWF Slam City hits Little Italy at 2 p.m. VWE Friday Night in Defiance at Capital City Arena at 6 p.m. and UFW Nightfall at Furzona at 8 p.m.
Finally, Saturday delivers a high-flying lineup starting with Premier Wrestling at Burn 2 at 1 p.m., Elite Angel Wrestling at Sacred Island at 4 p.m., WPWF Asylum at Sky High Arena at 6 p.m., and the FCW Mayhem Night at FCW Arena at 7 p.m.
Make sure you've got your front row seats locked in for a week of high-flying, body-slamming action across the Second Life Wrestling universe. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats. We're about to dive into the high-octane world of wrestling with this week's results. From tactical submissions to high-flying finishers, we've seen it all.
That's right, Zach. The arenas were buzzing and the fans were on the edge of their seats. We've had upsets, triumphs, and moments that will be etched into wrestling history. Let's get ready to break down all the action and drama from this unforgettable week in the ring.
Welcome back to our wrestling segment where DAW Amplify just delivered another Thursday night of high-octane action.
That's right, Zach. The night opened with DAW Intensifier Folami's celebration of her 2-0 victory over the Mechanical Bear, Polaris. But her revelry was cut short by the arrival of Pauline Driscoll, who challenged Folami to a match at the DAW Amplify season finale in 2 episodes.
Then, a match one saw newcomer Vex take on the aerial acrobat Yasina. In a flurry of high-flying maneuvers, Yasina clinched a 2-1 victory over Vex in a match that truly wowed the crowd.
In other news, Alex Morales sent a heartfelt video message announcing an unfortunate hiatus due to an emergency back in Mexico. But fans could hold on to hope as he promised to return as soon as possible.
And in the main event, Nux went toe-to-toe with Magnus in a powerhouse clash. After some intense exchanges and a nail-bitingly close bout, Nux landed his max-out finisher, securing a 2-1 win.
Looking ahead, DAW Amplify returns on March 29th at 6 p.m. Second Life time for its penultimate episode before the season finale, and it's shaping up to be a pivotal night with the end of round 2 of the DAW Maximizer tournament on the horizon.
That's the bell, and we're out of time. Be sure to catch the next DAW Amplify for all the grappling action as the season races towards its conclusion. Wrestling enthusiasts, we've just witnessed an explosive VWE Defiance. The drama unfolded when Team Duncan, with Duncan Delicioso, Sam the Man, James Gray, and Kulia, stepped into the ring. Tensions flared as Morgan Jones declared his exit, but not before being fired by Duncan in a tumultuous confrontation.
Moving on to match action, Javier Azul, with Ren Blackheart at his side, secured a decisive victory over Dmitry Volkov in a match that had the crowd on their feet.
In the Queen of the Arena qualifier, Becky triumphed over Jaden Rain, propelling her forward in the tournament. A strategic showcase of skill right there.
The intensity spiked during the Brooke Owens versus Yukitama Ryoko face-off, which was abruptly called a no contest. The chaos ensued when the formidable Lady Death made a return, letting out both competitors in a jaw-dropping appearance.
In the King of the Arena qualifier, Nile Nightfire clinched a win against Kurt Bombastic, advancing him in the tournament. That match was a true test of tenacity and grit.
And for the main event, a tag team spectacle unfolded with James Gray and Sam the Man going up against Crystal and Dylan Mattel in a mix of power and agility that captivated the audience.
With high-flying action and a surprising finisher from Sam the Man resulting in an unexpected twist, the team of James Gray and Sam the Man emerged victorious.
And that wraps up a thrilling VWE Defiance. We're all geared up for the next bouts on the calendar. Catch us next time for more adrenaline-fueled wrestling action. Wrestling fans, welcome to the Asylum. WPWF Asylum's latest show was nothing short of sensational. Kicking things off, Mazra Baxton's serene coffee break at Kadoya Cafe was abruptly disrupted by a mysterious assault, leaving us all wondering who's behind this chaos.
The in-ring action was just as intense, with Vena the Kraken Good Piuda securing a win over Andrea Dalka through a dominating octopus hold submission.
Post-match, Vena was surrounded by Koi Kiori, Chiyoko, and the Sirens Rising champion Ri Kuriura. Ri ominously hinted at revealing Vena's darker side, a challenge met with a stern rebuke from Vena in her native language.
In the second match, Joanne Steele, with Kimberly Smith by her side, took a cunning victory over Maya Araya, who wasn't alone either, with Rena Kadoya in her corner.
Samantha Foxy, with Katie Carter providing ringside support and commentary, successfully took down Chihiro Fujioka with her Protocol Sigma move, a non-title bout.
After that, Soledad threw down a gauntlet, challenging the champion Foxy Bat Ann to a match without her allies ringside, and with Carmelita serving as a fair referee.
And in that fourth match, despite underhanding tactics from Carmelita, Foxy Beth Ann triumphed over Soledad. The victory was short-lived as both Soledad and Carmelita launched a post-match assault.
Mazra Baxton charged in for the rescue, leading to Soledad throwing down another challenge, this time for the WPWF Tag Team Championship, with Foxy Bat Ann boldly accepted.
The main event saw Rowan Whitesong, with Lady Death ominously by his side, defeat Chiyoko, who wasn't without support, as Koi Kiori and Ri Kuriura stood ringside. Whitesong's starving beast was the decisive factor in a match that will be remembered.
It's a thrilling lead-up to the next WPWF Asylum on March 29th at 6 p.m. Second Life time, the episode just before the highly anticipated season finale. Make sure you're there for the next chapter in this saga.
And that's the bell signaling the end of another epic week in wrestling. From the intensity of the squared circle to the shockers that left us speechless, we've got it all covered.
We sure have, Jessica. Remember, the drama inside the ropes never stops, so join us next time as we bring you more thrills, more drama, and more wrestling action. Until then, keep the spirit of the fight alive, and we'll see you ringside.
Zach, what a day at the Paris race. It was all about speed and precision, where riders scored points across 3 5-lap races.
Absolutely, Jessica. In race 1, Matazar Cygnus resident took the top spot, with Morticia Velota in hot pursuit for second place, and Make a Mermaid swam her way into third.
The momentum shifted in race 2, where Sean Carlucci 7 resident sped into first. Nicole Dallas took a close second, and Malthazar Cygnus resident maintained a solid performance, finishing third.
And race 3 saw a repeat of Matazar Cygnus resident dominance with another first-place finish. Morticia Velota again snagged second, while Make a Mermaid held strong at third.
When all was said and done, the final scores put Malthazar Cygnus resident at the top of the leaderboard with 28 points. Morticia Velota secured second with 24 points, and Sean Carlucci 7 resident rounded out the top 3 with 23 points.
Shifting gears to the fast lap results, Morticia Velota blazed the fastest lap, followed closely by Umbrian Viper and a Nanoi resident, all showing exceptional skill on this challenging course.
And a big shout out to the riders who conquered the short city time trial. Kudos to the top 5 who pushed it to the limit.
Last but not least, the Country TT returns with a new course extension, and it's open now for those looking to make their mark. Stay tuned for more heart racing action on the tracks.
And that wraps up another episode of ATG Sports Plus. We've zoomed through karting tracks, hit the disc golf courses, and raced through the streets of Paris.
Remember, whether it's the roar of the engines, the flight of a well-thrown disc, or the sprint to the finish line, we're here to keep you connected to all the virtual sports action.
I'm Jessica Kiko, and I've loved sharing the field, track, and course with you all.
And I'm Zach Haiku. Thanks for tuning in, champions. Keep your game strong, and we'll see you next time for another round of excitement on ATG Sports Plus.
Until then, don't forget to keep the ball rolling on the virtual field.